Yeah, man, these news events, they don't move the needle really. I mean, remember when XRP won the lawsuit? Everyone was adamant telling me XRP is going to go to $10, it's going to go to $20 the moment they win the lawsuit. And it literally went up like 10% or something and came straight back down. It was an absolute nothing burger. And that is why you should never really look at news events in terms of determining your bullish outcomes. I mean, the Clarity Act could get passed. It causes a little 5 or 10% pump, and then we just come straight back down because it's already priced in. I mean, the big players, they already know the legislation that will be passed or not passed. So they probably already positioned themselves by now for this. So if anyone buys, it's probably just going to be retail. Yes, the Clarity Act should onboard a lot of smart money and institutional money, but it's going to take time. It's not all going to flood in the moment that it gets passed. And yeah, I do think people are probably already positioning themselves beforehand. And yeah, maybe it's a short term pump, but I don't expect it to be like this thing that kickstarts a major move to the upside. I hope that's the case, but I've learned my lesson too many times expecting news events to be the beginning of a bull run or anything like that. Even the ETFs, remember when they got passed? It's the
Yeah.
same story. Trading and investing based off news is the number one way to get wrecked. I always say it. You could have bad news come out and the market pumps because of the context of the market, because you're in a bull market. And in a bull market, the market can ignore bad news. It can actually pump on bad news. And in a bear market, the market can ignore good news. You could have the biggest, most amazing news come out ever in a bear market, and the market might dump. It might have a little pump and then instant dump. The sellers outweigh it because they were all waiting for that news event to sell.
Yep.
So just don't look at the news. I mean, or look at it, but don't use it to base your investments off, right? I look at the news, I read the news maybe 3 to 4 hours a day. I'm reading
Mhm.
the news or watching the business news or whatever, but I never use it to justify my investments or my trades because that is the number one way to get wrecked. And if you don't think that, you'll think it at some point and you'll learn your lesson.